Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament is a showdown of all-time greats vying for $100,000 and a spot in Masters Season 2. Ken, 49, is hosting the brand new mini-tournament, an annual qualifier for Masters, which will air on ABC Primetime in May. However, since this is the Jeopardy tournament's inaugural run, not all fans are clued in on its name. Fans flooded social media, expressing slight bewilderment when Ken started referring to each episode as JT. Ken has opted to abbreviate the invitational tournament as GT, pronounced with a soft J, rhyming with bit, rather than stating the full tournament name outright. He has also introduced some of the players by saying, "Next up on our JIT list." Fans agreed that abbreviating a new tournament only confuses casual viewers who may not be aware of what is currently airing. Others argued that JIT doesn't exactly roll off the tongue and perhaps should have stayed on the drawing board. A fan humorously crafted a Reddit meme from Mean Girls featuring Regina George exclaiming, "Stop trying to make JIT happen, above. I like it. In fact, we should be pronouncing the talk like talk," one fan joked in response. "The Inside Jeopardy podcast has been saying JIT for months now, and it's terrible." "Jeopardy Invitational sounds classy," commented another. "My wife literally said this tonight during the show." "Spot on post," echoed a third. "What does JIT stand for in Jeopardy?" asked a fourth, to which a fifth had to tell them. "Jeopardy Invitational Tournament." "It sounds like a slur," wrote a sixth, and another. "I will never pronounce it like that, lol." "Stop, I was going to make this exact post, lol, I'm so glad I'm not alone," wrote one more. "I actually paused it last night to make sure it wasn't a rerun because neither Johnny nor Ken said invitational in the intro," wrote another. "The worst is JT competition," wrote an eighth. Others defended, "I'm sure it's part of his script during this tournament. There's nothing wrong with that. His banter and quick wit since he started are world-class. Ken is goated." Amy Schneider became the first invitational finalist on Tuesday by exploiting an amateur daily double move by opponent David Madden. In Double Jeopardy, David Madden found and answered both daily doubles early on. However, he opted to wager $5,000 on the remaining daily double instead of his entire $6,800. The conservative strategy didn't pay off as, going into Final Jeopardy, every cent counted, and Amy had $17,600, David had $17,400, and Jennifer Quayle $7,200. Amy and David were both correct on Final Jeopardy, and Amy added $17,500 to advance to the finale with $35,100 and a winning smile. Internet users pointed out that if David had gone all-in on the last daily double, he would have had the lead going into Final Jeopardy and won the game. Hindsight is 20/20, but David really should have done a TDD, especially against a juggernaut like Amy. That would have been a big upset. One Reddit user wrote, "It's not really a case of hindsight to say David should have gone all-in," wrote another. "There's simply no advantage to David for the 5,000 bet versus all-in. David absolutely should have won today's game. It's ridiculous that he didn't go all in on DD3, wrote a third. The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament is a brand new tournament featuring power players hand-selected by producers. Unlike other tournaments this season, JIT opened the floodgates to all-time game show greats and iconic older champions who fans haven't seen in decades. Following the 9 quarterfinal games, there will now be 3 semifinals which aired yesterday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Each night of the semifinals, one player will advance and the other 2 will be eliminated. Now that Amy won her semifinal match, only 2 final slots remain. On Wednesday, Larissa Kelly faces Andrew Heat and Sam Cavanaugh. On Thursday, Matt Jackson faces Sam Buttrey and Victoria Gross. Fans are predicting a bloodbath on Thursday since Matt and Chaser Victoria were 2 of the strongest players in the first round. Once the JIT gets its 3 finalists, the finals will air from Friday, April 5 until either April 8, 9, or 10, depending on the results. The player who notches 2 final wins first nabs the title, so it could be over in 2 games or last up to 4. Then, only one legendary player of the pack will emerge to go on to Masters. Masters 2024 will air in May on ABC in primetime and features the 6 highest-ranked contestants of the year.